Alright, guys, we'll match more coming out! Episode 2. Good evening. Oh, my boy George. Officer, welcome. Hey, Jay. How are you doing? Um, I'm not doing too good, man. What is it? I can't tell you right now, Jay. Look into the distance. Officer? Oh, sorry. My mind is kind of elsewhere right now. No worries, work issues. What else? I'm all ears if you want to chat. You're a pal. I'm in a real bind, Jay. What happened? Well, never-ending workplace issues aside, things are getting weird by the minute, and I'm feeling out of the depth. Are you talking about your recent patrols? Jay's too much. Yeah. I've been analyzing the CCTV footage the last couple of days. Oh, I see. How did that go? Did the cameras manage to catch anything? Yes and no. The infrareds caught a couple of blurry things. They ran off, turned a corner, and disappeared. Could have been anything like rats or cats. But neither fits with what I heard on the scene. The footsteps, the laughter. Come to think of it, it sounded more like giggles. Giggles. Can werebeasts giggle? Not at that size, no. Even if they could, it doesn't explain the footsteps really. I see. So what's next? Jay, I don't know, man. I have some ideas, but they're just wild theories at this point. In short, I'm stumped. You know, Jay? I've been wrecking my brain ever since Miss Rio dropped that bomb about the fairies, you see. How about them? As it turned out, fairies were an umbrella term for many types of beings. Anything that doesn't fit the known physical rules at the time was to be referred to as such. Oh, Does that mean banshees are part of the fairies and folk? Heh, probably. Not anymore though. It's an ongoing progress, but the list is getting shorter. But back then, any sentinel being that was even remotely incomprehensible was considered that. And that includes, whatever the freak that says. What does that even say? Yes. Oh, look at his face again with the freak. Or whatever that says, like... Ghost! Ghost? Ghost! Jay, please! I see. What do you mean I see? Eh? Doesn't it sound like a bad joke to you? I'm not sure I follow. I'm just gonna give because I'm scared. But, come on. Ghosts don't exist. Do they? Because if they do, all I can think about is that tree now. Oh, right, the tree. Does that mean it's haunted? Oh, shoot. He said that. Does that mean it's haunted? It could be. Uh. Jay, I'm stressed. You see this gray hair? Don't get how you can be so calm about this. Top of the morning to y'all. Hungover, but feeling awesome. Okay, Lucas. Just spent almost 2 hours checking on the mobile games in the App Store. The amount of copycat games is just staggering. Huh? Well, why wouldn't I be? I mean, there's been all sorts of customers here. Some of them so out of this world even. Sometimes literally. You're right. I guess you're not the one who's being weird here. Don't say that. Everyone has their own, whatever the freak that says. What are these huge words, man? Like, this game. True that. You know what I mean? Asking though. Max reason so afraid of ghosts. Gosh, no. That's a long story. Not something I'm ready to talk about anyway. That's understandable. All you need to know is my fear was never caused by actual ghosts. Oh? Yeah. Possession is a very powerful thing, Jay. But that's all I'm willing to share for now. Okay, thanks for sharing. Yeah. You know, it's funny. My grandpa was very into this stuff. So was my daughter. They're like my opposites. Very curious and fascinated by the unknown. Not that I'm not, mind you. It's just that with the time as a cop and all the unknowing variables usually mean trouble, I see that makes sense. They're the kind of people who can see things from nothing. And I mean that in the best way possible. Like, the Zen rock garden thing from Japan? They understand the zenness of it. I don't, but that doesn't stop me from thinking it's chill, you know? I think you almost got it. Yeah, but I'm sure he and my daughter could talk about it for hours. Too bad he passed away before she was born. I'm sorry to hear that. Don't be. Yeah. Jay, I'm sad. On that note, Jay, you see my letter, right? I sound pretty well acquainted with it now, yes. My bad. The thing was originally my grandpa's. He bought it sometime after the war ended. It was to commemorate the upcoming new era, he said. In more ways than one. He got honorably discharged due to a severe leg injury he'll never be able to recover from. Ah. At the time, he was living right across the street from the former town hall. For obvious reasons, he couldn't walk far. So it was a good location for him and all the veteran support nearby and all. Right. Now, about that street. You see, my grandpa liked to chat. Never liked being alone. That guy plus he pretty much hated this weak form. So, sometimes he would go out and hang out with the street vendors in front of his place. There were all kinds of beings there, along with their pets from all walks of life. That's why he had a lot of stories about the craziest things. Ah, see. You see, the street's name just came to my mind last night. Can you take a guess what it is? You mean the Bourne Street? Uh-huh. It wasn't called that before. That's why the whole thing didn't click for me straight away. But I went through the file. It just checks out. Does that mean the vendor she's talking about? Bingo! And you know what? He bought the lighter there. Wow, what a coincidence. See? Yes. Are you sure it was only a coincidence? What do you mean? Come on. Ain't nowhere just coincidences, Jay. Everything's lined up too perfectly if you ask me. Huh? Uh-oh. Think about what's happened so far. It was my team that found out about the vandalism before they dumped the whole case on me. Then my car was hit out of everyone's. Right. Then my luck started tanking. The broken mug, the fan, the black cat. Just ton of weird stuff happened in the past week alone, you see. Right. Then one thing led to another. My team has chosen to lead the investigation and tell me who's in charge of the case. He. Wait. He said, what did he say? He said, me. Then there's the Banshee lady, your Patreon, with one information I wouldn't have thought of. The dead tree stuff, the fairy market. Information I wouldn't have remembered on my own. Right? Now we know why I kept on losing my lighter, right? How are they not connected? Tell me. Well, if you list them all in order like that. I'm telling you, Jay, that place is calling for me. The case is made for me. But they really picked the wrong guy. I'm just real bad at dealing with spooks. It made me question everything I've ever known, you know? I was actually pretty good at handling whatever that says, officer. Not when it comes to supernatural stuff. Because we don't know enough about what's real and what's not. What will we do? Will they hurt us? Do they bring bad luck? Good luck? What's the truth? Who knows? Maybe you should take a day off and catch up on your sleep. Huh? What's that? No, none. Yo, you know, another Patreon of mine suggested a documentary to watch. Yeah? The focus was on interesting drinks from around the world. You can find everything from the mundane to the extreme. From local comforts to really special stuff. And I kept thinking one particular drink might interest you. Oh? It is something like a protection drink. It's made of coffee, honey, lemon, and a slew of other ingredients. Huh? Protection from what though? From evil spirits and bad luck, I think. Maybe it'll help you ease your mind a bit. Gotcha. But Jay, even if the whole situation is haunted, there shouldn't be any evil spirits, right? I wouldn't know, but I might need your lighter. What for? Well, the drink needs to be lit up. I think your lighter might give it the extra magic boost that it needs to compare it to using a regular flame, I mean. What are you trying to make me do anyway? Nah, I trust you. Here. Officer George lighter. It includes an interesting feeling. Alright, but okay, now make this magical drink you learned, Jay. Coffee. Where's the honey? Honey and lemon. Okay. Focus is right. Oh, shoot. Let's give him his dang lighter back, too. Oh, wow. The drink does light up, huh? Yeah, this is special just for you. So don't tell anybody. Here you go. Oof, careful. Dang, Jay. This is really something else. You sure it's okay to drink? I have no idea. But I'll take responsibility if anything happens. I'm just being silly, aren't I? Sorry for bothering you with all this stuff, Jay. You even made this crazy drink to make me feel better. Don't say that. I'm always happy to help however I can. Thanks. Man. At least with crooks, you can actually deal directly with them, you know? Not the case with whatever that says. Not with that attitude. Huh? Who the freak is this? Everything can be caught with a little elbow grease. Not elbow grease. I won't make that mistake again. McQueen? Is that you? Hello, Williams. It's been a while. Huh? It is you. The surprises just keep coming this week. Let me go over there. You two know each other? More or less. We were brunch buddies. Brunch buddies? Brunch buddies. I feel like I meant to say brunch buddies in that same serious tone. But I don't like to talk about it. I still get nightmares. I feel you. I wasn't sure we were going to make it out alive. We were truly the lucky ones. Without a doubt. I'll just take both of your words for it. Good. Because I don't like to talk about it. So what brings you here, detective? Surely it's not the coffee. Secret police reasons. I'm not reading a briefing yet. But enough about me. Tell me about your supernatural problems. Yeah? You need to bust a ghost? Oh. Well, busting might be a bit much. I was just talking to Jay about getting over my fear of that stuff. And ghosts? Something like that. I'm weak against ghostly looking stuff. I get freaked out easily. For example, I admit I got a little spooked by what happened on Bourne Street the other day. Ah, I remember that. Heh, I know very well that unchecked fear leads to prejudice. That's why it's a no-no in my book. It even pains me to admit that out loud. Sometimes the toughest case to crack is ourselves. Other times it's ghosts. How do you do it, detective? Your cases, man. I probably lost all my hair by now if I were you. I try not to think about it that much. And when I do think about it, I think, who else would do it? Nobody. That's who. Yeah, that makes sense. You know, once you get over the dead part, they're just like you and me. Look, I remember this one case we were investigating a haunted apartment. This lady and her husband had recently passed away, but wasn't moving on, if you get my drift. Real deadbeat, couldn't take a hint. Anyways, we had to go in and they shot the place right. But the husband, he's caught wind and he's retreated into the basement. I won't get into the technicalities of it, but it's hard to get a ghost out of a basement or an attic. It's all about angles, really. I mean, I get it. That used to be his home. All his stuff is still there. It's hard, I get that. So I'm slowly down the stairs to try and cast them out or whatever. Blam! Next minute, all this romantic music is playing, and the whole place is lit by a spotlight. Basic sensory illusions, classic ghost tricks. Then before I know what hits me, I'm sitting at this pottery wheel, and he's behind me. And wait, isn't that the plot of the 1990s film Ghosts? Oh, maybe. We had a movie night at work, and I dozed off before it started. So I must have slipped into subconscious. Yeah, whatever the freak that says, I don't even know, man. Who else coming? I don't know, right? Who the heck? What's all these cops doing here? They look like brothers. Hey, detective. Hey, people I don't know. Did you get your important errand sorted? I sure did. Dolly, I can see crumbs stuck in your face. That's just the rain. It's very breaded rain. There's flowing all over your top. That's blood from a gunshot wound. It's sealed up though. You're literally holding a receipt from the donut shop. That's why they pay you the big bucks, detective. So, what did I miss? We're talking about getting rid of Officer Williams' pure ghosts. Hey. Ghost? Yeah, you're afraid of them, right, Dooley? No idea, never met one. We stopped the ghost riot. Ghosts ain't real. So you don't need to be scared of them, easy. There you go, I guess. Sorry, that wasn't much help. Nah, what you said, that they're just like us? That's a good thing to be reminded of. Exactly. They used to be alive just like us. As long as they don't try to eat, possess, violently murder you, you should be fine. Very reassuring. Just talk to them. Feel their culture, listen to what their issues and spiritual laws. Treat them like any other person. So, what's on the inside? It should be easy since you can see through them. I thought you didn't believe in ghosts. It's best to not overthink anything he says. I certainly don't. Well, thanks for the advice. I think that will help. Our pleasure. No, Dooley, I think we need to read that case briefing and find out why we're here. I already did. Oh? Turns out we were meant to arrest the person driving that taxi. Aw, dang it. Instead of taking it all the way to Seattle, yes. Why? The driver was a Koopa CA bra? Ugh. Okay, let's get out of here, Dooley. Good luck, officer. Thanks, McQueen. A lot. You too, Officer Dooley. Bye, guy. Good luck with your rat problem or whatever. Bye, coffee wizard. Take care. Didn't even get a drink. That was quite something. Well, what do you know, Jay? Looks like my good luck is back. I'm feeling like $1,000,000 right now. I'm very glad you do. Heh heh. Thanks anyways, Jay. I really did not much. Are you gonna be okay? Okay, start. Okay enough to start thinking about what to do next. Alright, man. See you, Jay. You the GOAT. I'm done here for the night. You have a good evening. You have a good evening, alright? Keep me updated, officer, and stay safe. We will do. Sayonara, buddy. Alright then. Maybe I'll go check the stock and... Huh? Wait, why here 2 doors? Rio? What the heck? I thought I was done. Miss Rio, welcome. Hello. How's the traffic out there? It's a mess. There's construction work taking place on Leonard Avenue. Oof. I can only imagine the gridlock already. Fortunately, I have no deliveries to make tonight. That's great. I'm happy you're here. Is there anything I can do for you this evening? I would like something for my throat. I would appreciate a cup of tea infused with some lemon and a touch of honey. Tea, lemon, and honey. Tea, lemon, and a touch of honey. Let's see how this go. I love when they tell me exactly the stuff they need. That Midsummer Night's Dream. That joint look kind of good. Hold up. A cup of warm Midsummer Night's Dream for you, miss. That's what we call it here. Wow. How whimsical. Dang, Jay, this joint is disgusting. It's wonderful. Sweet, but well balanced with the lemon and slightly bitterness of the tea completes the taste. Thank you. You're so very welcome. By the way, you just missed Officer George a few seconds ago. Is that so? How is he? He's been thinking about what you said quite a bit, actually. Oh? He's currently dealing with plenty of clues he isn't used to. That's why he's hard at work at the moment. I see. Would you mind doing me a favor? Oh, what do you need? Could you get my contact info to him? We only connected via Bluetooth last time, so oh? An email address and phone number are written on it. Belongs to Rio. What I said a few days ago may have been a bit overwhelming. It is possible that I spoke more than was necessary. All because I couldn't help but feel a pang of bitterness knowing what happened to the tree. That's entirely understandable though. It's not my intention to interfere with his work. As such, if you require any assistance, please do let me know. It's the least I can do, as I realize there will be plenty of difficulty obtaining information. Yeah. Oh, I mean, because Officer George is a human, and we semi-physical beings have our own way of sharing information as such. I understand what you mean. Okay. I just do not wish to incriminate anything or anyone. It's fine, I get it. I'm glad. I'll say I already helped them out in more ways than one. Hmm? Sorry, did you say something? I was on now for a little. No, nothing. I'll pass this off to him. Okay, thank you. You're welcome. Travis Stott, how are you? I'm, um, to be honest, I had a lot going on of late. I don't know how to express it without sounding pathetic. You know I'm all ears. This may actually be part of the problem, I am afraid. Pardon? You know, I've had conversations with more individuals over the past week than I have with the past few years. That a good or bad thing? It's troubling. Oh, I'm sorry about that. I don't mean that as necessarily in a negative way. It's just, I used to believe that I had a settled life objective. But I have been doubting it lately. How come? I don't know. I finally heard back from Miss Rachel yesterday. Oh shoot, Miss Rachel. Oh, any good news? No. Our fields are admittedly quite different, so I was not expecting much. However, she provided me with some context who may be of assistance, even though they have no direct connection to the audience I'm trying to reach. I see. She clearly explained why she thinks I should contact them, however, which I am thankful for. I was very thoughtful of her. So what's the battle plan? And why are you doubting yourself? In essence, the device is to slowly increase my network to make myself known. Oh? Sounds familiar, doesn't it? You can probably guess my concern about it. I think so, but you can give me a refresher? Just how I don't understand. I feel like it would be a shortcut, so to speak. Right? She did, however, remind me of an important and humbling fact. What would that be? Well... Oh, but it's not guaranteed you'll get anything out of it, don't you think? Unless you're really sure it's a so-called shortcut is going to 100% work. But you'll have to do way more than just making a few calls waiting for callbacks, you know? I'll say that's a decent impression of her. Thank you. After that, she told me a story about her early career experience, both the good and bad. Getting noticed is truly only the beginning. Then it's either a matter of letting your talent speak for you, or you go out there to develop connection with the right people. Even then, there's still no guaranteed success. After listening to her explanation, I respect Miss Rachel's determination. I can certainly see how it worked out for her. Then I was left wondering whether Mr. Lucas met something similar during our first meeting. Right. I thought it all sounded familiar. Will you try her suggesting them? I don't know. Is it difficult? No more difficult than sending reels to every audition I come across and being rejected by every single one. But for some reason I feel conflicted about it. Speaking of Mr. Lucas, he and I have also continued our correspondence. Although perhaps it was more like a I can't say it, bro. Did something happen? Did something happen? He was stuck? Pardon? Actually, he posted about it on social media last night. Oh? I might have seen it. Did you? I came across it when I updated my schedule and responded out of concern. Then he called me almost immediately. He was loud. All sounds in order. And extremely drunk? Really? He denied it at first, but it was too obvious not to notice. He told me he was walking aimlessly deep in thought and entered Cary Park without realizing he had done so. Must have been something thinking he was doing because I think it rained pretty hard last night. Well, I wouldn't know. The bus to and from there is currently not operating after 10 p.m. which is why I sent him a message informing him of that fact, as he seemed to be unaware of it, right? So he called me to ask if there was any other mode of public transport nearby. Wouldn't it have been easier for him to just call a cab? He told me he wants to know the city better. At midnight? Why not? After all, you operate your business after dark yourself. Touche. Perhaps he just didn't want to go home. Yeah, and I might be mistaken here, but I thought he doesn't like drinking. Wasn't it partying? Nevertheless, I think last night was quite different. It appears he had dinner with his team, and he needed the extra courage in order to negotiate with them after his proposed new direction. Oh, I see. I suppose it didn't go as expected. Perhaps. I know that feeling all too well, miss. However, he said he would keep negotiating until they reach a compromise. That's good. Is it though? Miss Rachel told me about the hoops she had to jump through at the beginning of her career with her teammates as well. Likewise, Mr. Lucas has to work hard to obtain approval from his team of his actions. How can I still be so positive? What do you mean? I just cannot picture myself convincing others to give me a chance like that. I almost want to ask, why do you have to be at the mercy of others in order to succeed or fail? Can't talent speak for itself? But if I truly believe that, with the number of rejection I've received so far, I should have stopped a long time ago, shouldn't I? Right, that's why it doesn't work that way. What do you mean? Let talent speak for itself? We would all have to have the same standards. I see what you mean. Art would cease to be art if it were standardized, wouldn't it? However, does not imply that everything still depends on the whims of the individual judging you at that moment. How does someone like Miss Rachel or Mr. Lucas manage to be fine with this? Perhaps they don't see it as the be-all and end-all. What do you mean? Rather than view them as judges with the authority to determine their fates, perhaps they simply see them as hills to either overcome or avoid, if that makes sense. Just a matter of perspective as to where that power lies. But it's not easy to climb those hills, especially if you've never done it before. Therefore, it's good to try and find out what works for you, or ask for guidance or assistance even. Oh, because one can't possibly know every single way to overcome obstacles, or be able to safely recognize warning signs without first learning about them from others. Is that what you're trying to say? But still, Miss Rio? Yes. Sorry, I got a bit lost in my thoughts. You're fine, I promise. But speaking of Mr. Lucas, what happened to him after the call? I picked him up and drove him home. Whoa. I thought you're located in Bell, whatever freak that says. I am. But I still haven't finished business in the downtown area. Moreover, he's suddenly been singing quite loudly at the end of our call. This led me to conclude that it would be best for me to go fetch him. Let's see. How was the singing in your opinion? It wasn't too bad. If not for the fact that he was screaming most of the lyrics, that is. Oh, well. The city was soaked when I arrived, so we had to take it off before getting into my car. Thankfully, the water did not completely soak through his shirt, so he remained it relatively dry. However, I had to lay down the seat cover that his fur got rather wet. Ah, hope he didn't get sick then. Aside from that, was it okay? Considering the situation you mentioned earlier, I mean? Well, he happily asked me to do karaoke with him, which I declined. Probably for the best. Could have been entertaining though. I ended up taking him for a drive though, as I needed to take care of my unfinished business. A late night delivery? No, I was bound to buy. At midnight? Yes. Why concern? Why concern you may be a competitor? No, not at all. Maybe a little bit. Oh, Jay, you'll be fine. I sort of want to know about it, just so I can inform our steward about it. Oh, why? Because our little spies. When his car's vandalized, Officer George had plans to buy pies for his family to get together. But the report took a while and the weather is bad. And by the time he's able to get a taxi, he thought everything was already closed. I see. But he takes pride in being in Seattle. Oh my gosh, what the freak. So I wonder if he knows about it already. Well, it's a very small, whatever, attached to a pub. Very easy to miss. The spot known as Disco Pie and it serves fresh pies until 1 a.m. Interesting, good to know. Thanks. Getting back to the story though. You both went for pies then. Yes, and that seems to fantasize him for some reason. What'd you each get? He ordered a slice of warm apple crumb with a scoop of French vanilla ice cream on top and a large cup of piping hot coffee with a little bit of milk. Ouch. Eh? I feel betrayed, truly. Oh, well, it was my suggestion since I thought he needed to warm up. Double ouch. I apologize. I'll live. A little piece of advice though, a glass of warm water might be better for the inebriated. Coffee's not the best at retaining fluids and thus preventing hangovers. Oh, that's really good information to know. That's why you're the best barista, Jay. Thank you. Okay, my feelings are hurt slightly less now. And what'd you get for yourself? I had a slice of hibiscus blueberry mint pie myself. Just so you know, I did not order anything to drink. Good. Drinks aside, what an interesting combination for a pie. How did you like it? I enjoyed it. You serve hibiscus here too, don't you? I'm gonna order it next time. Please do. And so we continued our conversation afterwards. That was when he told me not giving up his goal despite the many disappointments with his team. He also told him why he does not drive at all. Really, why? Ah, it is. I don't freaking know. Jay, I forgot. Bro, Rio. On second thought, it may be better to hear our story directly from him another time. I apologize. No problem, I understand. We also discussed quite a few things we have in common. Really? Yes, surprisingly. And before we knew it, it was already nearing 5 a.m. Must have been a gripping conversation. I am not sure. However, his exhaustion seemed to finally catch up with him, then saw Joe home. Weren't you tired as well? No. Um, I should go now. Alright, will you be okay? I have a lot to think about. Thank you for being patient with my concerns, Jay. No problem at all, anytime. Okay, goodbye. Have a good evening, Jay. Come back again soon. Free. Homegirl, okay? Oh snap, Friday, September 29th, 2023. Oh snap, alien signs increase. Is this an invasion? At least it's Purdy. Researchers respond over alleged algae invasion. Dorfin Text teams up with whatever freak that says industries to produce self-healing concrete technology, whatever freak. Alright guys, hope you guys enjoyed. Appreciate everybody staying here with this series, bro. Shoot, we're gonna try to finish this game as fast as we can. But yeah, I'm enjoying it. I think we're near the end. Probably a couple more days to go. We'll be done. But yeah, I'm Jason. I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace out.